Hey there crew, it's Mark, and in today's video I'm excited to introduce you to Ugmonk's latest release as a part of the analog system. I'm introducing you to Analog Steel. This newly designed version of the analog starter kit gives you everything you need to get started, but at a much lower price point. Personally, I've been a big fan of the premium version, which is the solid wood with the metal divider and the cards, but the same feedback that I had up front and that other users have too is to get started with this at just over $100 seems like a lot. So Jeff over at Ugmonk has taken all of that feedback into consideration and redesigned the Ugmonk stand and how the system works together. Jeff over at Ugmonk was cool enough to send this over to me ahead of time to check out, and I am so excited for this. So the first is going to be the new steel version of the analog system. This is completely redesigned. We've got a few new elements inside of here. First, we're going to take a look at that stand. The one thing that's different is that on the premium version, there's actually an opened back and you stick your used cards into this back slot when you're done. Now on the steel version here, you'll see that it's blocked off to hold onto the cards. So instead of being able to put them into the back, he put in a card divider. So that way you can pick that up, put your used cards behind it, and keep all of your new cards on top. As a part of the starter kit, you are going to get enough cards for 1 full month if you use them every day. That's going to include 30 today cards, 2 next day cards, and then 1 someday card. All of the extra cards fit right into the back of the stand, and that way you can keep your today, your someday, and your next cards standing up really nice right in front of your face. As you use each of those cards, it's easy enough to pick up the tab, put your used card behind it, pick up a new today card, and have it standing and ready to go. I have to tell you that I absolutely love this new design. While I really do appreciate the back slot in the premium version, having to lift up a card to put your used ones behind it isn't that bad. This still looks super sleek on your desk. It has the full functionality, storing everything in one spot, and still keeps those cards standing up, which I think is probably one of the most important parts of the system. I've been using the Ugmonk Analog system for the past 6+ months right now, and I've absolutely been loving it. There's no doubt that the premium version got me interested in the system to begin with, but at a price of $79 to get started just for the stand alone, it was a little bit more of a difficult pill to swallow. What's great is that right now there's an introductory price for this new release of this product at only $39 for the analog steel version. After a few weeks, that price will only jump up by $10, so you can still get started with a stand and a full month of cards for only $49. Now, along with the analog stand, you also have to check out the newly designed weekly stand as well. The analog weekly is a similar approach to the analog daily view, but obviously you get a full week view instead. In similar feedback, when you get started with this, it's $79 for the premium wood version with the cards as well. So it was awesome to hear that they created the new weekly steel version for only $39 to get started. That's the introductory pricing, and it'll go up to $49 after that sale ends. The new steel version of this is super nice. I love the clean lines on this, and it functions exactly the same way as the premium version does as well. It holds all of the cards for the entire year in here. It's probably one of my favorite features of both the analog cards and the calendar cards as well, is that everything is self-contained and put together. You don't have to only have one card up at a time and then store the other weeks anywhere else. It all just fits together. For me personally, it's always great when a company actually listens to its users, right? Ugmonk knows that they have us in their pocket with their amazing product design. The analog system is fantastic. I have the gather system and the stand. Like, I'm all in on Ugmonk personally here on my work desk for myself. But as someone who is brand new to the brand originally, I did have to take a pause on getting into anything because the prices were a little bit more expensive for my pocket at that point in time. And while I inevitably did buy into it because I got one thing and then fully appreciated what the rest of the system and the premium quality of these brought to me, I 100% love these steel versions. They are much more affordable, again, with all of the same functionalities that we love about the system itself. I do want to give you a brief overview of how analog works in case you're unfamiliar with it. Yes, it's great that these things cost less money for the stands and to get up and running, but what exactly does analog do and how does it work? And here's a little bit of my feedback from having used it for the past 6 months. So the analog system works off of a today, a next, and a someday card. And the way that the today cards work is every day you put your date at the top and then you put in the task that you want to accomplish in that day. Anything that's not getting done today, you would put on your next card, and then anything that's not happening on the next day but in the future will happen on your someday card. As a person who is very familiar with the bullet journal system, it's somewhat similar to a daily log or a weekly log, and then utilizing a future log for things that need to happen not in the immediate future. The cool part about the analog system is you can really use it however you want. So for example, for myself, I don't create a new card every single day for my to-day tasks because honestly, I'm not always accomplishing everything on that specific day, but it is something that happens within that week. And I don't like to waste cards. So as you can see here, I have a few examples where I've had to write a few days on here as I've gone through and accomplished those tasks throughout. I put a lot of the things that I need to happen kind of in the immediate future on my next day cards. It's not necessarily shuffling one day to the next. And then I've really been utilizing my some days for all of that future planning. Once those cards get filled up, that's when I'll rewrite or replace that card, archive them in the back of the box, and then start fresh with some new cards on the top of my desk. One of the main reasons that I think analog works so well for me at my desk space, and this could work for you at work, at home, kind of wherever you want to put it, is that the stand is designed to keep that card, to keep those tasks right in front of your face. As much as I love bullet journaling, I can close that notebook, and if I can't see the things that I need to accomplish, I'm likely not really thinking about them. At least not as much as I do when I have my analog cards up on my desk. I see those tasks as I'm working, when I walk by them, and I keep them top of mind and know I should go ahead and accomplish that. It's also flexible on how you want to use the signals on the side of the card, whether you're filling in a task when it's complete, filling it halfway when you've partially started it, using arrows, migration symbols, whatever that is that you want to use. While there is a system that Jeff has created for analog, it's still very open and flexible, and you kind of do whatever you want with it. And I love that it has structure without being overly prescriptive. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about this, aside from it always being in my face. You definitely can't deny that the look of the system and gather and analog and everything are very impressive as well. It's minimalistic while still being very aesthetically pleasing. Jeff also sources a lot of this product right from where he is. He's working with metalworkers in the US. He's working with woodworkers right around him as well in Pennsylvania. And that's something that I really love and appreciate too. I don't mind supporting brands that are using locally resourced skill workers, products, things like that. And I know when it's made in America, it tends to be more expensive, but honestly, it's my favorite thing to support a local artist and a creator and an entrepreneur, especially when his things are this damn awesome. So if you've ever been interested in the analog system or you've seen things from Ugmonk before, today might be the day that you get started on a brand new approach to your productivity and task doings. It's so exciting. You can get the analog starter kit today in black or white steel. It's gonna come with 1 month of the task cards as well as the steel card holder and the card divider. That introductory price is $39, and then after the sale, that'll only go up to $49, which is still super affordable. Same thing for the analog weekly kit. That comes in black and white as well. That will start at $39 and then will go up to $49 after the sale. With that starter kit and getting the first 30 days, you're also going to need to get more cards, especially if you continue on with your analog system. You can buy those extra cards as 1 pack, 3 packs. You can get into a subscription if you want to. And I'll link all of those directly down in the descriptions for you below as well. And that way you can check things out, see how you like it or how many you want to get started. But coming from me as a person who has actually used this system, it is well worth it. And it's an incredible system. I can't really say enough about it. If you're interested in checking out the analog steel version or even the premium version as well, make sure you use my discount code, Mark Your Pages. It'll save you some extra money off at checkout as well. I'll put all the links again for you down in the descriptions below if you want to check out more from Ugmonk and their new offering. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about this brand new analog steel version. Are you excited about the new price point, the new design, or perhaps that premium version caught your eye as we were taking a look at it today? I can't wait to hear from you, and also feel free to drop any questions down in the comment section below. I'm happy to answer them about Ugmonk, analog system, kind of anything you're interested in. We'll have some good conversations. My friends, I'll talk to you next time. See ya.